Back here on GoSoutheast.com, joined now by pitching coach and recruiting coordinator Lance Rhodes. And Lance, you guys have had a lot of success pitching this year. Talk about kind of what your staff is doing a little bit different.
I think the biggest thing is they have got that year under their belt at the Division I level. A lot of these guys, and they're a little more experienced. They can trust the fact that if they throw the ball over the plate, that the hitter can put it in play, and that we can still make outs. It's not going to be a hit every time. And the biggest thing is they just competed really well. They've thrown their fastball in the zone and given our defense a chance to make a lot of plays.
Now your starting pitching has been very consistent this year. Something that was a little bit different from last season, but once, like you were talking a little bit about experience. How's that experience kind of helped the guys like Spitzfadens and the Smiths be very consistent in the rotation for you?
I think a lot of it is just the fact that they've had a little success early, and now that they believe that they can make their pitches and they can get outs with it. And last year was really like their first year pitching at Division I level, and this year they've attacked the strike zone with their fastball, and they've gotten outs early in the count, and just a lot of success, and with that confidence, makes you want to get out there and attack the zone, and our defense has been great behind those guys, so hopefully we'll keep it going.
Now your bullpen's been very good as well, with Bobby Hurst in the end, just sub-1 ERA, just striking a lot of people out and just really being confident back there. Then you have Tony Zarusin, Michael Patman, Skylar Cobb coming out of the bullpen as well, and Trevor Kill's come out of bullpen a little bit, but he's kind of found his little niche as a starter. But talk about how good the bullpen's been for you.
Yeah, the bullpen's been, it's been consistent, and that's the main thing that we need out of those guys in the bullpen is be consistent. And we feel good every time we get in that 6, 7, 8, 9 innings where we got a lead. We feel like we know what we're getting. We're getting guys that are coming in that are throwing strikes, and Hurst at the back end has been very good, and we feel like if we can give it to him with the lead, we got a shot to win almost every single game. And Zarusin's been good in that setup role, and Cobb matching up with the lefties, he's been doing a great job. And Trevor Kill, he's kind of worked his way into that starter role. He's had some really good midweek outings, and with injuries and such, he's kind of worked his way into the weekend rotation through a great outing last weekend with matching up with one of the best weekend conference starters in the league. So we're excited to give him the ball again on Saturday, and hopefully he keeps throwing well.
Now talking about this weekend, you face SIUE, who has very good pitching, offense struggling a bit, but they're still very potent offense. You face Travis Felix on Friday, who's probably one of the best starters in the league, like you faced Tobic last week. What do you know about SIUE?
They're going to be good. It's OVC play, and they're fighting for that 5, 6 place in the league, just like we are right now. And they're throwing it really well. The offense right now is struggling, but last year they swung it really well, and they got a lot of those guys returning. So it's going to be a battle, and Felix is throwing it as good as anybody in the league right now. So on Friday night it's going to be scrapping and clawing for every hit and run we can possibly get. So we're going to have to pitch it really well to stay in the game, and it's going to be an exciting weekend.
Now, one piece of good news, Zach Smith is going to start on Sunday after kind of suffering a weird kind of injury. How's Zach feeling?
Zach's good. It's not as bad as we initially thought. He got a bad cut on it, and originally we thought the stitches, it may be a possible fracture in there, but there's no fracture. The stitches are going to come out on Saturday. He's been throwing all week. He actually threw a bullpen yesterday. It affected his changeup, slightly, but he should be good this weekend. Everything's good to go. He's on his throwing routine. Everything's solid, so he'll be ready to go Sunday. We're pushing him back, one day to allow him to get those stitches out of there, and he should be good to go this weekend.
All right. Well, best of luck this weekend at SIUE.
Thank you.